Nelson Dafeamakpor majority chief whip in parliament also share reshuffle ne reassignment of portfolios na His Excellency John Mahama ayeno on any adwen pa what is Dominic Nitiwul de say ana Mahama yarga efri honom no James Agalga on number no experience say James Agalga obi are deputy interior minister for 8 years abusia for currently defense committee in parliament on na chair omo opposition grompono no ranking on that committee. Inti nyina so be na abeka so ni experience. Also here James Agalga NPP for or tough or catch them or brilliant. Now when your argument of parliament and flood da. In terms of for munya time kutu na mon tweno. O we no say Senator Rollins, maybe His Excellency in the environment when where in the field. Na manfo nim obo bodwuma ho honum. In fact, appointment na His Excellency nyina one in the yard Gilbert Ajay also what they call Defence Ministry on also His Excellency Yadjo Bomun Chemu na Martin Pabu be see a chile be cast me for Mahama Yarga ho ho na Nelson Dafeamakpor esa be see a chile eso ne Martin Pabu enyadwin edebade time kuchu full video to in a moment before that subscribe the notification icon button and on video no drop here once so feel free to leave your comment in the comment section share link no na for and be ahwe Lily Flower Green Clean Solution Center you so yeto yesa for na power nwumre open clinic company ama be press you feel honum office church bank institution ama ho ye kama ho ye hwabo ba no ni mate dia me show friend numbers na go screen so backhome.assist.com aba Ghana for amu abuchi amoye project wa Ghana hanim say muni hanti muntimi community we a professional group or register yankwa ne ohu to me see abeko site no come out real time update pictures videos na ma report eti report ni update be ma na say wan kasa wa Ghana hanim see akwa kwhwe project no ya meka na what ase eti wenya busuafo de ni bia na mfo de na akwa no twa ontro edane ensi ni bia akwa no ne contractor na ye kanana na busuafo be twa ontro so wadu lentil ye de ntesa ye professional group ye fa adwuma eni ago bi biara aposan ka we Ghana hanim say ya unni hanti no upo bi dia channel no frɛ backhomeassist.com number ni go screen so na obetima ko website backhomeassist.com no ko place your request na fie ni wadi djuma wani beje ho abuja for yenkodem ko te Nelson Dafeamakpor de ntia o se hwe His Excellency appointment na why ni na wonne na ya adwen biem they say the new majority leader James Agalga Buza North member of parliament abuja there's something about him Nelson Dafeamakpor kai kutie
and let me congratulate His Excellency the President for the shifting around of the ministers, including the fact that he's also filling two of the portfolios that fell vacant since the untimely death of our two colleagues a year ago.
Yes.
The Honorable Mutala, Dr. Alhaji Mutala Mohammed, my own friend, and Dr. Omane Boama, the then Minister for Defense.
Right.
So that's pretty straightforward. Now, the movement of Ken to Defense and bringing Ahmed to replace him at Wexer Housing, I think it's a good choice, moving Ken to Defense, and because he's been there before as a deputy. A lot of people don't know. Ken is a very quiet but very, very effective minister.
Well, that's one announcement that got a lot of people talking.
Yes, but you know, and sometimes things have to be like that. It's not everybody who is with a media-friendly, the public type. But Ken, if you get close to him, he's an exceptionally effective man in terms of his work.
Right.
So I'm not surprised that he's gone to Defense. Now, my boss replacing my former boss, I should say, that's Ahmed Ibrahim at local government. It's also a good choice. Anybody who's worked closely with Mahama Yarga knows that he has his style. So you need to understudy him more to be able to appreciate the way he does his things. And he's an exceptional man in terms of leadership, in terms of judgment and all. So it's a very good choice for the party that is going to local government. Then Zaneto moving to environment. It's been long in coming, isn't it? So we welcome her.
Would you say Dr. Zaneto Ajima Rollins to Minister of Environment is long coming?
Yes, there's been a general call, since the untimely death of our colleagues. And so the call was that she should have been immediately announced to take over that ministry. But
as Minister for Defence or Minister for Environment?
No, as Minister for Environment, actually.
Hey, there are many who had tipped there for Minister for Defence. You heard that, didn't you?
Yes, I've heard it. But if you follow Zaneto closely, her work, her expertise is more rather in the areas of environment and science.
Really?
Yes. If you followed her work in Parliament and also even before she came to Parliament. And so the defense is because of who she is, her heritage and all. So people think that she'll be good for defense. But I know her, we are close.
But she served on the Defence Committee as well.
She does.
She
is actually our chairperson for the Intelligence Committee, as we speak. And she serves also as a member
of the
Defence Committee.
And Intelligence.
Yes.
That's quite some experience.
Committee that is chaired by my new boss, James Agalga.
Oh, so you're confirming that James Agalga is your new boss?
Yes, he is. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
So this was after consultation with you, the other leader, and the party yesterday?
Yes.
You did that meeting yesterday, or you had already decided? Because I'm sure this decision, you knew about it.
The final decision was taken yesterday. And he's my new leader.
I see. Were there other persons in consideration?
No, the issue was only about the leadership. The arrowhead.
Yes, the arrowhead. Were there other persons in who were being considered for that arrowhead, that majority leadership position?
Well, it's James Agalga is our new leader.
Obviously, but
yes.
I mean,
James Agalga is our new leader.
You're saying the final decision was taken yesterday.
Yes.
So it means that there was some deliberation.
Yes, as to the announcements, I believe that yesterday was also the day that we did the 1 year dua for my friend Murtala Mohammed. And so in the wisdom of the president, I believe that it was then, the time was then ripe for him to announce the small changes that he did within his ministerial structure.
I see.
And so if he's taking my arrowhead away from Parliament, then the issue is about a straight replacement as to who will replace the Honorable Mahama Yariga. And so James, also being from the Upper East, it was a very straightforward matter.
I see. I asked whether there were other considerations because at some point your name came up as well as possible replacement for Mahama Yariga.
No, I'm the chief whip, and I think that I love being the chief whip. Yeah, I love being the chief whip. I believe that even in the House, if you have an effective chief whip, then the job is easier. Yes. So I love being the chief whip. And so...
I see. Anyway, say the job is easier when you have an effective majority chief whip.
Yes.
And
no,
that's
an
what you are
effective
doing.
whip, I should say an effective chief whip, supported by 2 deputies. If you don't have a good whip, then you, the leader, you struggle. It's that simple. And so I don't think that we have any issues there.
I see. What kind of a leader are we expected to have in the person of James Agalga? You know him better.
Yes. I've known James since school. It's been my senior in school, my senior at the bar, an exceptional advocate, brilliant thinker on his feet, brilliant debater on the floor. He has what we call the chamber voice, you know. When in politics, there are some who are gifted with some manner of speaking. And James is one such person.
I see.
He has a voice such that anytime he's on his feet on the floor, you are minded to listen to him. You have to listen to him if he's talking. It's one of the few guys that are gifted that way. And he's brilliant. He's solid on procedure, solid on law, reasons exceptionally well, and speaks well. His language is sound, speaks brilliant English. So we relish to working with him and him providing guidance in terms of how we manage the caucus. Everybody is congratulating him. We all know that it's just a matter of time that he will lead the House.
But
I met him in Parliament, and he's never had a bad day in Parliament. So I've never recalled that James ever on his feet and flustered a debate or none. He always brings perspectives that you may not have averted your mind to.
But did you ever also hear him as one of the persons being suggested for the Defence Ministry substantive? I mean, obviously the president is seeing something that we're all not seeing, right?
Now, the expectations were that during this issue, let me be very honest, this issue came up during the time of the general appointments.
I see.
Because of the fact that he'd been a Deputy Minister of Interior before. And he was also the ranking member on our Defence and Interior Committee at the time.
Yes.
So the expectations were that he would have been the natural choice. But it didn't happen. And James, he didn't get any appointment at all. But he continued to work, applied himself, committed to the cause of the caucus, government business. You know, when we recently passed the community service bill, he was the center of it, being the chairman of the Defence and Interior Committee. So it's been very effective for us. And so being the majority leader, straight from where he sat, if you note, you see that Afenyo-Markin also became majority leader from not being a leader at all. If you remember. So people were saying he has no leadership experience. And when I read it, I felt sad that Dominic Nitiwul would make those comments because well, he knows that when Afenyo...
He says James Agalga is tough, but he lacks leadership experience for the role of a majority leader.
I disagree with him. I disagree with him at all because James has been part of the extended leadership. We call something in the House extended leadership, being the chairman of a committee, having been a ranking member, and from about the 2021 to date. No, from 2017. He was ranking member of that committee from 2017. You know, and for 8 years he was a ranking member on that committee, and then when we came back, he became the chairperson of the same committee. When we created the new Security and Intelligence Committee, the chair went to Dr. Ajman Rawlings. And then James retained the chairship of the Defence and Interior Committee. And he's been exceptional in that role, generally helping the core leadership of the House to manage the caucus. And he's also the chairman of the Upper East caucus. We call them, we are regional caucuses, and he chairs that caucus. So how can anybody say that such a person of such tremendous pedigree lacks leadership experience? What sort of leadership are you talking about?
Well, he says, and he's going to be joining us. Let me just put on record. Dominic Nitiwul will be joining us. Maybe just throw a bit more light on it. He says that, you know, the only thing he needs to realize is that he does not have that experience of leadership. He's tough, very tough. But then again, would have to hear from him exactly what he meant by that, maybe the context in which he made that statement. So let me just welcome Kwesi Kwarteng, is a member of the NPP.
Enti Roxy Nelson Dafeamakpor na wote nka no. Owie no se Mahama Yarega. In fact, Martin Pebu ne bam, no be kase Mahama Yarega. The enti yi ni as majority leader na say, on this speaker I disagree on LGBT conversation. Then Roxy Nelson Dafeamakpor and chairman. But before that, about 3 minutes, Kote Martin Pebu ye ba, nam the Roxy Nelson Dafeamakpor response abrel.
Going on, I hope I'm not running ahead of myself.
Not at all.
The one that's intrigued me is Agalga's his promotion to that position. Analysts are saying that it appears because Mahama Yarega challenged Speaker on the passage of the LGBTQ law. That's how come Yarega is being removed. You know, the Speaker said the bill had not been passed. Yarega too says it's been properly passed. And you know how the international community is briefing down our necks on that particular law. So it means that for as long as Agalga stays as majority leader, there's going to be a problem, going forward with that bill.
Really?
So it appears very reasonable. So they say that it appears it's because of it that the Agalga is being removed, so that the proposals that the speaker is put forward, the speaker has said that the consideration can be done again, etc. The bill has been kept somewhere. We've moved on. But look, we should be careful. If we don't sort out that issue once and for all, the NDC will pay dearly for it. You see, let's not make a mistake. The opposition, they are watching. They'll just wait. Near elections, they will raise it again. So it's better, look, this bill and these issues are dealt with once and for all. So my understanding is that this removal is perhaps to pave way for the reconsideration, etc., as the speaker is mentioned, because Agalga has been very clear that as far as he is aware, the bill has been passed by parliament. So it's left with the presidential assent. But the speaker is saying otherwise. That's what I'll say about that one. Now, we also know that, like I also shared in the other comment, that we had all been looking forward to Agalga being given a substantive ministerial position. But like Honorable Dafeamakpor and the rest have said, it's the president who decides.
Indeed.
So in this game, you need to have very strong knees. So yeah, you have to be very patient, because that is what also even proves part of the mettle of a politician. The ministerial positions are only a few, relatively, compared to the number of citizens and then the parliamentarians. So in a way, it's okay that gradually Agalga is coming forward. I'm sure eventually he would break through to become a minister.
So that was Martin Kpebu. Afei, Roxanne Nelson Dafeamakpor Ede ebe si achiri. And also Martin Kpebu, someone who can be dangerous, you're careful. Now, what you know the content you can no kre. Go ahead.
Move on to the next issue. Quickly.
There's been all sorts of insinuations and salvos thrown my way by Kpebu. First of all, we can disagree with the speaker on issues. It doesn't mean that relationships are destroyed. So this LGBT matter, I'm struggling to appreciate the perspective that he's edging on us. Now,
it makes a forceful argument.
No, there's nothing, you see, there's nothing forceful in there. What is insinuating? There's nothing forceful in there. I am saying, I wish that you can put the Honorable Mahama Agalga himself on the line. Because I as the chief whip, I get to know things. But I'm telling you on authority that he's moving to the local government ministry. It's not because he's being punished and therefore being removed as a majority leader. The majority leader portfolio is also a cabinet portfolio. He actually attends cabinet. So if you want to punish him, do you substitute one cabinet role with the other? So I just feel that it's a matter of preference. I'm sure when he was approached, he thought that he can continue to serve the government at the local government ministry. Or he gave the indication that he is available to serve in the executive. And when he was giving the indication, I'm sure he agreed that he can serve as the local government minister. I don't think that is what Martin is edging on. It's a very dangerous proposition that he's making, that he's been removed because he has a disagreement with the speaker. So by extension, it is the speaker that has caused his removal. It's not good for the caucus cohesion. Because speaker, we must know, is also a member of our party. And so if my 100 and, apart from us in leadership, if 185 members of our caucus gets to know that it is speaker that has caused the removal, so to speak, removal of leader. No. It may lead to an implosion. So, because the speaker also needs our backing. He is not a member of parliament, but he presides over the house. When he comes, He needs the unity of the house to be able to manage the house. So if you are pushing this dangerous line that Mahama Agalga is leaving because Speaker says he should be removed because of what is in terms open disagreement, you are putting my caucus on edge. Yes, you are putting my caucus on edge, and he's creating problems for me in the caucus. So you shouldn't push that line. I believe that once Agalga has accepted to serve in the executive as a minister of state in charge of the local government, chieftaincy and religious affairs, we must wish him well, and so that during his vetting he goes through successfully and gets appointed and goes to serve in that capacity. He's served in 5 different ministries already. This will be his 6th one. He was a deputy at trade, was a deputy education, was Minister of Information and government spokesperson, if you recall. He was also spokesperson for our flag bearer, Professor Mills, during the opposition days under President Kufuor. And then he also served at environment and served at sports. So Agalga has been he has widespread ministerial background in terms of portfolio. This is his 6th ministry. So it's not a new person going into the ministry. So it's the argument that he's been punished by being removed to go and serve in the ministry. It can unsettle my caucus, and I don't want that to be that line to be pushed to the media at all. I disagree with Kwebu. What he's urging on us. There's no basis. Right. I would have been told. I would have been told. There are a number of
messages. Let me just read.
Abusafo Russell Nelson Dafeamakpor, majority chief whip. Ana moteninka. Me the program ni AC. Enche bi anana jantoa. Mo beteninka. Me the medical kire ma adwe that say appointment na his excellency we enye say we reshuffle so you be through that be. Omo aye so the way and say we reassign omo. Etinye say obi mo adwuma ne yi ni through so nkotena fie. His excellency by me who say we reshuffle minister bi so nkotena fie omo adwuma da bi. The way and say Ahmed Ibrahim no ye Minister of Local Government and ye na free ho. De be kan what you say. Ana so ye na free no housing. Ana housing minister no muntie ni yo. Housing Minister Gilbert Kenneth Ajay no. Ono ana ye ne ko defense ministry honom. Ana fe honorable Muntala efri mu yaya through the helicopter crash no. Wonim say the ministry had pine for close to 1 year. Now Dr. Zenota Ajima Rollins and a substantive ewo environment ministry honom. Enti mama na nkoye say obi mu adwuma na his excellency ye na free no. A reassignment of portfolios no why we kwashani majority leader Mahama Agalga and did not kwashe local government and afei James Agalga ya appointed so a majority leader in parliament ehon komo na to jano media the mesre say obia no ye were the first time a man in position do be jinasa kase obi ni experience na dey bia be deny nipa no the opportunity to serve this country. In any case Afenyo-Markin obey minority leader in parliament. So on serving that road, that was the first time. So and a majority leader, Mahama Agalga, over serving as majority leader in parliament. That was the first time for him. Let's get to see what these people bring on board. So almost at no moment, then you can raise the concerns. Ebia for you know, almost you deliver. I'm on my concrete Ghana. Madam, say what you make of it. Leave a comment in the comment section. Share link, for and you be Steve Zandonier. Bye bye.